So today I want to look at the Stiio versus the Color and Geometry Bath Mats. So they're quite similar in size, as you can see, but they're really different in fabric. So this is a microfiber cloth, and it's a pretty quick dry. And this is a rubberized cloth. It reminds me a little bit of those Diatomaceous Earth stones. I also have one right here. That's very quick dry, so it gets into that fabric and then dries. So I stepped on both of these just after I took a shower. This one a little bit later. This is where I initially stepped, so you can see just an outline of my foot here where it dries, and this is where I stepped to the side after that, and it dries pretty quickly. It's almost already completely dry, and that's just in like 2 minutes. But where I stepped, where it was completely soaked, it's just a little bit more wet. Now this one already feels quite dry. It's also just a little bit wet where I stepped the first time right after the shower. But it's also very quick dry. It's kind of surprised me actually. So I think the rubber on this one is just a little bit better. There's no way I can move this even when I try. And this one is just a little bit bigger, but this one moves just a little bit when you step on it. So I think this one is better in that regard. If you want a completely slip-proof one, that Color and Geometry one is nice. It's also a nice feeling, a little bit like a carpet here with your feet. But I don't like the feel of this that much when it's completely wet, so where I stepped on it. So what I do is immediately move to the side, and then it's already completely dry almost. And with this, it's just a little bit better to stand on if it's wet. So, but that's just my feet feel. I think I'm really particular about that. I think it comes down to what your preference is. I like this one just a little bit more because it dries just a little bit quicker, I think. And because of the anti-slip cover here, which works a little bit better. And this one, it's just a really different product. It's very, very thin. You can both wash these in the machine, so that's no problem. You can just wash that and use it almost immediately right after, so that's not a problem. But that's just the different kinds of products that you can get for your shower. I was personally surprised by this one, but you do feel like it's really thin that you're standing on. And this one, it feels like a little bit more solid and a little bit more like a real towel almost, only it's just a little bit quicker to dry.